Hi guys, today's Thursday, 24th of April. Just going to have a short chat about government. Government, the fact that it's a public service. Government is for the majority. It's a public service. It's not an authoritarian regime, and it's not a control mechanism. Just with the election coming up, just a gentle reminder really. Politicians, senators, MPs, local council, police, courts, just remember guys, all these people are public servants. They work for us, we pay them. Whilst they might claim to have authority over us, just remember that they actually work for us. In respect of utilising taxpayers' money on budgets and stuff like that, also please remember that's our money, our taxpayers' money. It is supposed to be utilised in the public interest and with our authority and agreement. The agreement of the majority, not forced through by some parliamentary political party for their own interests, without consultation with us. We should all request and require government accountability. You'll notice that the government doesn't publish a balance sheet or a profit and loss statement. I mean, if we were engaging the services of private companies, we would expect them to account to us financially. The government does not. That's a big question, and it needs to be answered at some point. Just on the money matters, big issues like trade deals, gas and energy deals, defence budgets, changes in immigration, and this new digital currency where they're getting rid of cash. Ask the question. I mean, these are huge issues involving huge amounts of money, like AUKUS deal for the submarines, $30 billion. These are all enacted without the people's vote or the people's voice. Why is that? We don't vote these people in to ram through laws and regulations which spend our money and commit us to future payments without even consulting us. That's a big issue. But all this government spending, all this putting through of legislation, these public servants, from us as the population, as voters, it needs one of two things. Either our approval, or secondly, our compliance. Compliance is dangerous. It means we're just agreeing to go along with what they decide to do, which is not really the point of democratic government. We vote the government in as a majority to serve the public interest. Please just always bear in mind, these people work for us, we pay their salaries, we pay all their benefits. In reality, they have no authority over us. The police and the courts, they also are public servants. Yes, they're there to uphold the law, but they're not there to target us or to criticize us or imprison us for doing things that are not really illegal. Illegal in the system's eyes, perhaps, but we should not allow them to pass laws and pass judgment on us for things that are not in the public interest again. As for voting, with our little election coming up in a couple of weeks, please everybody vote for a balance in Parliament. You know, don't just vote for the two big parties. Look at the independents, look at the smaller parties, the folks that are there who are asking the hard questions and who demand accountability from the big parties when they ram through legislation or allocate budgeting that is not in our interests or has not been passed by public consensus. So just have a look at it, and you know, sometimes it's good to have the two parties, but it's also good to have some independence or a third party that actually looks after the citizens' interests holding the balance of power in Parliament, which means that neither side with their own agendas or own egos can ram through legislation that affects our daily lives and our pockets monetarily. So I just ask you to remind yourselves that there's not only the two parties, there are others, and the people should always hold the balance of power, the citizens. The last thing I'd just like to say is, bearing in mind that the public service works for the public, we pay them. If you don't like something, speak up. No need to be aggressive, but let your point of view be known. The more people who speak up, then the less those who do speak up now will be targeted and victimised by these supposed authorities that these government officers supposedly hold over us, but in legal terms actually do not, because they work for us. So just a few reminders there. Government is public service. We vote them in. They work for us. That's why it's called the public service, because they provide a service to the public. That's the intention. But over the years it's got away from that. So just bear that in mind. Okay, have a good day. Thank you very much.